What's up, YouTube? I am officially back with another video. As you read by the title, it is another story time. Yes, I look a little trashy, but I still look good though. Excuse me. Anyway, we're gonna get straight to the story, but before we sorry, no. Before we get straight to the story, go ahead and make sure if you're new to the channel that you subscribe and turn on your post notifications. And if you're not too new to the channel, by the end of this video, make sure you give a thumbs up. And if you want to be shouted out, make sure you show some love after I post this video. I look like I got a booger. What is going on? Okay. All right. Action. Basically, it all started when I graduated from high school, 2016, 2K16, get at me. It was about 5 years ago. All right. Yeah, so 2016 graduated and I went to North Carolina to see my cousin graduate, but also to like go on vacation because my aunt had paid for my ticket to go out there. So, anyways, I was on Instagram and I got a DM and it was from a guy. I'm not gonna say his real name. I'm gonna make up a name, but his name, for all intents and purposes, is David. So David hit me up on Instagram. He was like, "So what's your number? So that way we can just, we can FaceTime and stuff." So at this time, I was like, "Why not? Like, I need someone to entertain." He probably felt the same way. Shoot, for all I know, it is what it is. So we ended up exchanging numbers and then we started FaceTiming. So he FaceTimed me. He's like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "I'm in North Carolina visiting my family or whatever." She graduated, boom, boom, boom. So I get back from North Carolina and literally me and David is like chatting it up almost every day. Like it was like every day, if he didn't FaceTime me, we was texting type thing. So I was going through some things during that time, so he was there. But I was getting ready for college and I was excited. I was just like, yeah, we finna be turned. Ooh. All right, so yeah. I get to college. I'm fast forwarding. So college starts and it's move-in day. He texted me and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna come and see you one of these days," or whatever. So I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't think too much of it because it was just like, okay, I hear you. It sounds good. But anyways, time goes on and he actually ended up coming to see me with his friend. So he ended up coming and bringing his friend, and that was our first time ever meeting each other in person. And keep in mind, like, we met each other in May of 2016. It is now August, so it's been a few months, and it's our first time seeing each other. And my first impression of him was just like, yeah, you wouldn't be my type. I literally had a type, y'all. Like, my type was, if you wasn't playing basketball and if you wasn't tall playing basketball, I wasn't talking to you. Like, you could play football, I didn't like you. You could play tennis, I didn't like you. You could be the finest track star runner out here, and I still didn't like you. You had to be a basketball player. So, do I still have that type? No. So he ended up coming, we chilled or whatever, and then that day he left and went home late. So the next time he came was like a month later, and he came and chilled again with his friend. We gonna call his friend anyways, we don't need to give the friend a name because he's not as important to the story. So anyways, he came, we had a good time. They went to, my best friend and David and his friend went to a party. I stayed back because I didn't really want to party. I was kind of moving out of the phase of party. I had got the party out of me. So basically they come back from the party and they try to stay, and I was like, no, you need to go home. There's nowhere for you to sleep. You cannot sleep in my bed, so you need to go home. So they went home. It was late as I don't know what. So they go home, and then another month passed by. I want to say now it's like November, and I was really going through some hard times, like I said, during that time. And I called him, and he answered the phone and said, "I can't talk to you right now. Bye," and hung up. I literally did not hear from him 5 to 6 months. 5 to 6 months, and I'm talking about we're like in the second semester of my freshman year. So second semester comes and then he trying to talk to me now. And I'm just like, nah, bro, like you are a disgrace to me. I don't want to talk to you. I ain't trying to kick you with you, skate with you, knitting. Um, like I just don't want no parts with you. So time goes on and I went to church and the lesson was on forgiveness. So I forgave him, gave him a call or whatever, and we became good friends. And he promised then, like, he would never do that to me again, and he would always be there. So, time goes on. I could tell that he started to like me, but I was never looking at him like that because once again, you guys, I had a type. So my type was, like I said, a basketball player. If you was not a basketball player, I wasn't trying to kick you with you, skate with you, nothing. Literally it was like that most all the time through college. So I don't know why I was like that, y'all, for real, because there was some very attractive people out there that were not basketball players that was trying to talk to me, but I was not for it. Anyways, so time goes on and I think I started dating somebody around the time. So we ended up not working out, and I want to say this is now I'm fast forwarding real fast, but this is now my junior year, and I'm not messing with nobody. Like, I'm to myself. I don't want to be with nobody type thing, and I kind of had got over the fact of being with somebody that played basketball. It just kind of like played out for me. So, because most of them ended up being players anyway, but time goes on and I was talking to a friend about how, how David was always there for me and how, like, when I was in my lowest points, he was still there and he never judged me. This, that, and the third, right? So my friend was just like, you should give him a chance and it sounds like you like him and this, that, and the third. So I was like, you know what? Maybe, sis, you right. Maybe you right. Maybe I should give him a chance because he might just be what I'm looking for.
Biggest mistake, you guys.
First of all, we were best friends, and I, to each their own, but I highly do not recommend dating your best friend. Time goes on, and literally, uh, the beginning of last year, January, I told him, I was like, look, I'm ready. Like, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a try, and let's date. So he was ecstatic. He was like, oh, okay, yeah, like let's go. Yeah. So he's like, I've been waiting for you, da 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 da. Okay, cool. All right. So we started dating. When I tell you we was in the cupcake phase, it was good. Everything was going great. And then I want to say March, Aprilish. There we go. Aprilish time. Um, we had an anniversary come around and it was just like, I had tried my best to do whatever I could to like make him happy, just like how I want to be happy. And he made me happy, but it wasn't like how I was trying to do it for him, if that makes sense. um and then I started noticing things that I just did not like, he would sit around and do nothing all day, or he would say he's doing something but he would be capping. Anyways, so we're now dating for 5 months, and that's around the time I graduated. So when I graduated, he came down and stayed so that way he could make it to my graduation. And literally, that was his first time meeting my mom and stuff. And let me just give y'all guys a pointer, a disclaimer. Don't ever, if you're meeting your significant other's parents for the first time, never say mom the first go round, okay? Unless y'all already have a relationship, which I highly doubt this is your first time meeting them, don't call them mom. It's Mr. or Mrs., whatever their last name is. Or if they like to be called by their first name, then my neck hurts, y'all. Then that's what you call them. But he called my mother mom, and that was a downfall because my mom was like, I don't know you from the next person near me. Like, why would you even think to call me mom? The hell is wrong with you? But anyways, he did that, so he had already lost cool points with my mom, and yeah. So anyways, time goes on. I'm now back at home, and it seemed as if like every day I was waking up from this point now, it was always some strife. I woke up and it was an issue. Going to bed, it was an issue. Not me going to sleep, but it would always be some type of issue going on. And so, I'm not the type to try to argue with people. I don't like arguing. I like you to say your piece. I'm gonna say my piece. And then we're gonna either resolve it or we're gonna move on. Like, we're not gonna keep going in circles. So, and then we had multiple conversations about, his ex and things that they did to him and just going on like that. But let me tell y'all something. If you're in a relationship, do not bring up your past because it don't help the situation. It actually makes it worse, and it makes you think that your partner is going to actually do the same thing that the last one did. And it should never be like that because I don't care how many times he said he trusted me. He did not trust me because it would be times where he would go through my phone and y'all. If I had something to hide, I can't hide it because I'm terrible at lying and I'm terrible at holding stuff that I know is going to be bad if I don't tell it. So, I can't hold water, and best to believe I would tell you if it's something going on. I wouldn't try to waste your time. I wouldn't waste mine. So don't go through my phone. I feel like that is the most insecure thing that you could ever do to your significant other. Unless they say, oh, you can take it or whatever. Just physically picking up their phone and going through it when they're not paying attention, that is showing that you have insecurities mad hard. So keep that in mind. So yeah, that happened. So that showed me that he didn't trust me, and that was like a red flag to me. And then it was some things that he told me about his education that just did not add up and make sense. I'm not gonna put his business out there, but I was just like, wow, why are you just not telling me this? And we're 5 months into dating. I would have thought you would have told me that as a friend a long time ago. So it didn't make, things just did not make sense. And then he would say things and it wouldn't even make sense. Like he would say, oh yeah, I'm about to do so and so, and then cap and be like, I did do so and so, but didn't do so and so type thing, if that makes sense. But anyways, you guys, if you want part 2 of this story, go ahead and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on your post notification bells because this is a very long story, so it's gonna be multiple parts to it, and that means that you're gonna have to continue to watch on. So y'all help me get my subscribers up. I know I haven't been posting like how I should, but y'all want a part 2 to this, then let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. All right, y'all, we out.